Let's go inside of LLDB and see more how this works. So I'm starting the program. I'm going to break at main and run. So now we've started the program. If I look at say hello, then this is the buggy code, but here's the return right here. So let's stop at that point just before we return. So this is the return that we want to redirect, because when fgetUs is called here, we're going to overwrite the stack-based buffer that's supplied as that argument there. So I break there, I run. Actually, I want to continue. Okay, and at this point, we're at the end of say hello. If we look at the stack pointer, it's right there. But now I'm going to take the stack pointer and cast it to pointer to pointers. And if I look at 0 there, that is the address that we're going to return to. That address is the EA0 address that corresponds to get shell path, which I have to cast to a function if I want it to print out, since I don't have debugging information. We can see those addresses are the same. But now if I look at the stack and go one more further up, beyond that is this EBB address, and we can see that that is the same as in show date. It's that point right here in show date, just after the string is installed. So we are currently at the return of inside of say hello. So if I set an instruction, you can see we return by jumping to get shell path here. So get shell path is going to load the string into RAX. I'll take one instruction, one step there. If I print RAX as a string, you can see that we have the right string in place. When I set another instruction that's going to return from get shell path, it returns to this point inside of show date. And still at this point, RAX has bin shell in it. And so we end up moving that string onto the stack and saving it, and then using it further on. And we step through some more instructions here till just before we call execve. And at that point, if we look at our first argument to execve, then we see it is binsh. And that's why it ends up running a shell. Not when we run in the debugger. When in the debugger we get signal 5, but when we run it outside of the debugger, the execve succeeds.